5 has won the World Cup. Haikutambui. Yeye inajua it's a 4-year tournament, whether you're a goat, whether you're a Billy goat, whoever you are.
Did you see the Nyash video? Yeah, 2006, 2010, 2014, but si vizuri Nyash kudhihaki.
And that is David Kinyanjui. And you know what? Always opinionated and at the same time never duplicated. So let's go straight into some of the games that were happening that we were not able to talk about. Let's start from Monday. Portugal 0, Spain 1.
Underwhelming game.
Why would you say it is underwhelming?
You know, you remember I told you I'm waiting for us to get to this point so that I can ask you guys a couple of questions. Now, we all know before Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal had won nothing.
Correct.
Not Euros, not anything. But before Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal was still producing great players. Right? What is the problem with Portuguese football?
For me,
because if you look at all the way from the 30s, Portugal has always had that one standout player doing things that we've never seen before, but they're never able to make anything.
Not even one standout player. Like the type of players that this squad normally have. And it's not even this current generation. It's, you look back.
From back,
and you see it's proper talent. I was actually surprised when I was seeing they've never won the World Cup.
Never won the World Cup.
Bro, this Portugal side is so good. It's so good. Even the current one, to be honest. Atakama walikuwa eliminated. And we know the banter that comes with it.
You can't wait to start.
But before even we get into that banter, there's a very huge question here about Portuguese football. So
here's the thing. When we're talking about these legends, when we talk about this legendary team that is Portugal, go back to the days of Eusebio. Go back to the days of Figo. Go back to the days of Pepe as the great defender. Akina Deco, Akina Quaresma, who were there before even Ronaldo started. You're talking about that team that had that famous striker. I can't remember the name, but he's in my mind. I always attribute to, at the end of the day, I believe, and many people will say, Joe, no, you're a sports guy, you're not supposed to believe in that. I believe in a football cast. I believe in a football cast whereby...
There's Rui Costa,
for heaven's sake.
Bado kuna kina Pepe. Like, there's so many players that if you look at Portugal can produce, but produce nothing up until Cristiano Ronaldo came to be.
And even if he came to be still.
But now that he's no longer there, what happens to Portuguese football?
Is there even hope now moving forward?
Yes.
I still believe there is hope. I don't want to look at it as at the end of Portugal.
But this will have been the perfect time to capitalize, because you have, of course, one of the greatest to play football in your team. You understand? Now he's leaving. It would have been a proper motivation for the team, for the whole country to make sure that they win it. While with him, now after him, it's even more scary that we're talking about it. Because when they had Akina Luis Figo, bro, this squad, at a year sahi, and you have to have a conversation about Roberto Martinez. I know we have talked about him so many times. How does a serious manager waste 2 generations of 2 national teams? Belgium, the golden generation, and now the Portugal golden generation.
Look at Belgium, how they played just a couple of days ago. And we were so worried about Belgium because I remember even I was one of the people saying it, they have an aged out squad. How is this Belgium going to survive? Look at them. They're surviving just fine.
I mean, if you look at this Portugal squad, like you guys have said, I can see that obviously Ronaldo won't be there in the next World Cup. Possibly maybe João Cancelo won't be there. Possibly Ruben Diaz will not be there. But you're guaranteed possibly...
Vitinha
will be there. Neves will be there. Pedro Neto
will be there.
Bruno will be there because I still believe in longevity. This guy at 36, he will still be
Roberto
playing.
Martinez has made Vitinha look like a normal player, bro. Vitinha just a couple of weeks ago was unplayable.
I was looking at the tweets about how people were dissing these players and how this midfield is overhyped and blah blah blah. And I'm telling you, I keep saying, if there's something this World Cup has taught me, is the reason why managers are fired.
Exactly.
Because let's compare to...
You understand why? Unajua sometimes...
Sitawaitetea managers.
Ulikuwa unasema, amefutwa mbona, nini. You understand why? Because how do you have a midfield here, Neves, Vitinha, and Bruno Fernandes?
First of all, how are you playing? You have that midfield and then you're playing Vitinha and Bruno on defensive duties. And then you expect there to be creators of goals.
Because if you look at it from the other side, even when you look at that other midfield they were facing, Pedri, Dani Olmo, Rodri, with all due respect, I still think Portugal have a better midfield than them.
They do.
I still
They do.
believe that, but
They do.
that was not the case. You're looking at that. You're looking even at the Spain squad, because we were talking about, phasing off the old guard to the new guard. Lamine Yamal will be there. Biena will be there. Pedri will be there. Dani Olmo subsequently will be there. I don't think Rodri will be in the next World Cup. I don't think Oyarzabal will be in the next World Cup. But you have a 19-year-old in Kubasi as a defender, and you have Laporte 32 next to him. So you can see already that there will be players that will be missing, and there will be players that will be progressing.
They have Huijsen, who was not picked for this one. So it's also a project that they're looking at.
But that also depends on who manages the team next. Because Spain wanna pick according to political
Real Madrid
Consensao will still be there in the next World Cup. Rafael Leao, I believe, will be there in the next World Cup. The number 9 position now will go squarely on Gonçalo Ramos, who will be now the next number 9 to replace Cristiano Ronaldo. So you're looking at this team and you're asking yourself, how did Roberto Martinez drop the ball with this team? Did he play to their strengths?
No.
He didn't play to their strengths?
No.
Hesbon?
No, let me tell you one thing. As a manager, you're supposed to, at least, at the bare minimum, at least make one player stand out. Look at that Portugal squad.
Correct.
Don't they have the talent to make at least one player stand out, Joe? Any bare minimum manager will do that. At least unaweza ona some peak performances, because you have Bruno Fernandes. I was looking at Bruno Fernandes, and the coach made Bruno Fernandes press. Like, of course, we know Bruno Fernandes at times can press, but you're making him so tired and playing him out of position.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're making him playing like a deep lying playmaker, which we saw with Amorim fail. Like, that should have been
horribly.
Something that you see from the word go. Like, you watch some of these players play. You play him as a deep laying playmaker. You see Vitinha not playing out of position, not being himself, not being creative. Look at the wingers. I told you the other one. There is Neto, and there was just the other one.
Joe Felix is the one who played this game.
Joe Felix, you're not even utilizing him. You're not capitalizing. Everyone was bare minimum. Joe Cancelo, we see him even for Barcelona. Such a good right back, not meeting his best. What is the issue? The goalkeeper, Diego Costa, almost every club right now want him, but you're still making him look like a bare minimum player. Roberto Martinez is the biggest problem in Portugal right now.
No.
Has he been the biggest problem in terms of national teams? Even with Belgium, with that golden generation? Quiniki.
Is this guy overhyped? Like, what has he done? What pedigree does he have? I'm very happy, by the way, they've already hired a new manager and he's Portuguese, because at least they listened to our show and realized that the World Cup, you'll never get anywhere with them without a local manager. But honestly, I just feel like Roberto Martinez needs to go and like a League 2 kind of team.
The surprise
and start
will be
afresh.
The surprise will be him getting another
League
job.
2 team.
Another national job.
Another national team job. You'll be
as long as see Italy. Sina shida. I'm not going to do it another World Cup without Italy there.
No
I'm
way.
not doing it.
You're not doing it. But yeah, now away from talking about the managerial side and the squad depth that both teams had, let's go to the pitch. Now, the stats say it for themselves. Quiniki was telling me earlier on, and Hesbon also was telling me over the break, that it was a quite hedged game whereby they were afraid
of each other. They were
each
cautious.
team. But yet, when you look at the stats, Spain had 15 shots, 6 on target, while Portugal had only 3 shots on a target. They had more possession, Spain. They had more passes, kama kawaida, and even the passing accuracy was higher than Portugal. I said that, at some point I saw Spain playing in a faster transition than I'm used to in terms of the tiki-taka. Did they have to adopt it for Portugal, Hezi?
That game was boring, to be honest. It was boring because I expected fireworks from the word go, but again, everyone was very cautious how they're moving the ball. But it also paints the picture De La Fuente. He understands tournament football, like you said. You remember when he won the Euros?
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to change your tactics, go for the counter attack, and we saw Spain, actually something that we're not used to. Spain ndio wanapenda kurembesha ball, possession based football, waigonge,
but Spain pia wanaelewa tournaments.
But ikafika this game and they were like waiting to pounce on Portugal. But
right.
Again, beautiful performances from Akina Actually, I celebrated a Mikel Merino goal, an Arsenal player. He's such a clutch player. Yani coming in the last couple of minutes and getting a goal.
Okay, I have a stat here for you. This one is specifically for you. So, since we're talking about the Spanish squad.
Yes.
Spain goalkeeper Unai Simeone, 29 years old, has recorded the most minutes without conceding a goal in the World Cup ever at 600 minutes and counting.
Ever.
Alafu kuna mtu alikuwa anasema Ryan ndo anafaa kuwa first.
Sikusema Ryan anafaa kuwa, niliuliza.
Gigi Buffon, eclipsing the likes of Santiago Canizares. I mean legends in the game.
Ika Casillas.
29.
Casillas.
Wameweka hapo kwanza in brackets 29 ndo mjue.
Edwin van der Sar. I mean top goalkeepers. But there's a keeper who should be watched out through this tournament. Kobel is not going to start Borussia Dortmund. No. Where he's gone with Switzerland, and we have to watch out for that. But now the other question is Hezbon and Queen Nikki. People, critics, fans, and alike will say, the debate is over between Ronaldo and Messi. Do you guys believe so? Queen Nikki, let me start with you. Is that debate over?
No, but me, I don't understand. Okay, why is there a debate? Why do you have to pick one over the other?
Because in a generation whereby, like you and I as millennials grew up seeing these two. From Madeira to Buenos Aires.
We never picked one over the other. We never picked one over the other when it came to, what do you call it, R9. And who was it? Umsewa Italy. We never pick one over the other. You appreciate each footballer as it is. And I will always say, whether you want to accept it or not, Ronaldo is goated. If you have a problem with that, take it up with the footballing body, FIFA, complain to them. But Ronaldo will always remain goated. What he has done, especially now, now when you actually look at Portugal, because in my opinion, Portugal's football is in a scary position right now without Ronaldo. Like they have no one to take them further.
Because other skeptics say that the shackles are off, and now Portugal can go forward.
Which ones?
Ronaldo.
Which four did they go without him?
He was holding the team backward in this particular tournament.
How?
In this particular tournament, and that's why I also fault Roberto Martinez.
Martinez was the one who was holding this team back.
He chose to play Ronaldo for 90 minutes. So you have Goncalo Ramos, who scored how many goals? In the last, I was looking at that stat.
Let me ask you, even if it was Goncalo Carlos, and you have your playmakers on defensive duty, what would have he recorded?
That's another conversation.
No, it is a fact.
But for me, I feel like now, Portugal have, I don't know if he's going to retire from international duty, but they have to build afresh. And maybe they can even do better. Because now I feel like this particular tournament, the 2026 World Cup, Ronaldo is holding the team back.
You guys always say that when Ronaldo is picked for that team.
Husband?
See Euros, see World Cup. After 2022 World Cup, Mulisema was holding him back. And the minute he was benched, that's when the game that he was benched was the game that Portugal was eliminated. You know, you can put your feelings aside and actually look at how important this player is to that team. That's what I'm telling you. I looked at Portuguese football before Ronaldo and after Ronaldo, and it is in a scary position. Are they only going to produce players that play good in the league, and then when it comes to their own country, they are pathetic?
Hezbon, does it put the debate to the end between Messi and Ronaldo? Queen Nikki has said there's never been a debate, there's never been a comparison.
For me, I think it's a pushed agenda by media, because there's only one great player, and that's Messi. And the other one is also a good player.
I like the fact that you've said it's a push. It's a push by the media, yet you're in the same industry. Are you pushing it also?
You can't remember, ever since...
No, I'm being honest with you guys.
Ever since Hezbon told me he's in love with Messi, that's why I told him I'm not going to argue anymore. I'll leave it to the fans. There's nothing that he'll say after that makes sense.
Of course, I love Messi. He's a great player. He's what he's done for the game. And it's a forced agenda. Because if you look at football, then you understand there's only one who's better than the other.
Let me understand what you mean by forced agenda.
It's a forced agenda because I don't understand
so
why.
You're saying the media is forcing that Ronaldo is good enough?
I'm not saying that they're forcing Ronaldo is good enough. There's a greater player, and the greater player is Messi, and the better player is Messi when it comes to footballing ability. When you watch football,
what is footballing ability? Ronaldo does not require Gianni Infantino to intervene and refs to intervene for him to win games.
Refs to intervene?
Oh, come on, he doesn't.
Did the goal Messi score? Did the referee intervene? Messi scored.
Ronaldo did not have to hold the ball with his hand. He didn't have to step on anyone's heels. He didn't have to. He didn't have to get Portugal where they are. If I was a fan of Portuguese football, Portugal no team yangu, see Italy, ni Portugal, I would be worried what is going to happen next to this team.
You see, that's a them problem. For us,
while Argentina too. In fact, I think it will be better because now, once Messi retires, we will actually be able to see Argentina minus the drama.
Minus the drama and Messi is the man.
Actually,
Joe, we're talking about it off air. When we're looking at how Messi is important in that team.
He walks,
but whenever he has the ball, the impact that he
how?
brings.
Which important?
When you're looking at the look at the
Look
game.
at what?
Look at the
What am I
game.
looking
How
at?
how
In
important
every
has
team.
Enzo
Messi been?
Fernandez is the
Nicolette.
reason why. Let me tell you, 2022.
Enzo Fernandez scored the goal.
2022, the people who are responsible for Argentina winning that World Cup was Rodrigo de Paul and Martinez, the goalkeeper. This one, Enzo Fernandez is the one who allowed you guys to even get to the quarterfinals. But you see, the fact because Messi is there, all the other players don't get their flowers. They do not get seen for what they're doing for the Argentinian team. So when Messi retires, it'll be shackles off for Argentina. At least we'll be able to see clean football without you having to get to.
But that's because the
to
team is
cry
ready to
and
fight
say-
for
and say,
Messi.
No.
The team is very ready to fight for Messi.
They're fighting for
And that's why you
themselves as well.
remember when they won the 22 World Cup, when they
Yes.
were going to that tournament, everyone was talking about we're going to do this for Messi.
Because they thought they were finally going to get rid of him and then he refused to retire.
get rid of him.
In
While
every
everyone was
team,
begging him to.
in every team
No,
has
you're
one.
the only one.
And
Remember?
with Nikki, in every team there's always an enigma. All right, not only Spain, not only, for example, Portugal and Argentina. In every team, if you look at Egypt, they have Salah.
Who was missing in action yesterday.
Aya, sawa. Again, you have an opinion on that. If you look at England, you have the likes of Harry Kane. Every team has that one enigma. Very few teams have a collective enigma in terms of every player is an enigma. I mean, you can call out maybe the Germany team. You can call out maybe the Paraguayan team. Maybe sometimes the Uruguayan team. You can say those are the teams that it's a collective of, should I say, stars and thereof. But in the case of both of you, Portugal and Argentina, there will always be that comparison. It was Eusebio, it was Maradona, it was, like you said, Luis Figo in the coming of age, it was Gabriel Batistuta, and now we're talking about Ronaldo and we're talking about Messi.
But we
Do you think the future of Portugal and Argentina will have again another star? I'll start with you, Queen Nikki.
I think Argentina will. I think Julian Alvarez is already becoming that other star. And that's what I'm saying. For me, when I look at Argentina, it's even better because at least the next time Argentina win the World Cup without Messi, we'll know it's a clean World Cup.
Hesbon?
A clean World Cup. He's won a clean World Cup in 2022.
Please.
He might be winning
Please.
this one, and it's already
Please.
very, very clean.
If you go online right now, kuna msea make a Van Dijk's reaction when there was a handball that was never given, and then I make a Pochini Salah's reaction over the tackle that was never given.
Which tackle? That tackle. Let me address this.
Let
me address this.
Address it.
You see,
I've been seeing-
also another thing, wait, before you address it, at least once Messi is gone, we'll be able to get Hesbon back, that he can look at football from a footballing perspective, not from a man who is in love.
Hesbon, address the tackle, please.
Yeah, I was addressing the tackle. I've seen so many comments online. Oh, that I should first that penalty. The goal that was denied.
Yes.
After review, because I went and searched and I've seen actually there's so many incidents. There's actually a game near Chelsea, I think ilikuwa against Fulham, where there was an incident where Chalobah was fouled.
Yeah.
In the build-up, where the other team took, I think it was Fulham, where the other team took possession of the ball. Now wakaenda wakascore. It's allowed, actually, it's legally.
So it's a build-up foul.
Yeah, it's a build-up foul. And we have seen it so many times in the English Premier League. So it happens. Second, there's that foul yenye mnasema ya Salah. Nani alikuwa shachukua ball? Alikuwa shamtoa ball kwa mguu. Like when you're making such decisions, foul or free kick or penalty, there is that aspect. Did the player have the ball in control? No. So that could not have been a penalty in any footballing world. So the agenda that people are trying to push, that Messi and Abebo, you guys will complain and you'll see us in the finals again. We will lift it again. Sijui mtasema nini sasa.
Joe, you can read the comment if you want.
Not even the... I mean, the comments here are crazy. So Queen Nikki has just shown me a photo of two different scenarios in a build-up. One of them was for Martinez, where he was fouled, and then later on, subsequently, Egypt were denied a goal. And then in the same photo, shows Messi clearly stepping on a player right there, and yet that was allowed to go on, and there was a goal after that. Now, call it as it may. I love this phone by the way, Queen Nikki mpya. So mchezo bwana. Ikona kauzito. So call it as it may, Hesbon. The other agenda that most fans are talking about is the reffing and the officiating of Argentina games versus other games. Have you seen any discriminaties in terms of these different reffing Argentina games versus other games?
But you see, that's a refereeing decision. That's why why are people...
So you agree that there is discrepancies in terms of refereeing Argentina games?
The only incident that I feel went was supposed to be a free kick, was supposed to be a red card actually. The first game walikuwa wanacheza nani, the first game where Messi Algeria, yeah, that one I feel is a red card. Again, that's my feeling, but again we saw Balogun akiwa reviewed, so who knows, that maybe FIFA waliangalia the rules and so nini all that, but that only decision nikiangalia which other decision is really controversial, and that's football. Some of the refereeing decisions are very controversial.
There were two controversial decisions,
but
like I said,
Hezbon
is a man in love, so I will not even argue with him right now.
But how will you not love a
but
guy?
I want to ask you one question. Wait.
Let
me ask you one question.
As an agent,
I can't love a guy like that. I can't.
Kuniki, thank you for saving us, because
no, I was supposed to
saving your entire agenda. I was saving your entire agenda. I want to ask you a question. Based off the games we've watched of Argentina, from Cape Verde to let's say Cape Verde and what do you call it, and Egypt, the way they've played, that is not a sustainable way of football, regardless of how you feel about it, right?
Yeah.
If they come against a tougher team,
I agree. Let me tell you, I actually said it when they played against Cape Verde. I said Scaloni needs to find a solution, because how we are playing, it's not convincing. How we played in 2022 World Cup was more convincing than how we are playing. And we are going to meet tough opponents. And we saw against Egypt, they were creating chances at will. And that is my worry. Like, what are we doing in terms of to correct these mistakes that we are seeing? Because they're happening so often. That's a problem. How we are playing is at fault. But we have someone who can rescue us, can bail us out. And he scored a beautiful goal yesterday.
Enzo Fernandez.
No,
but what are you deciding as a Chelsea fan, considering the fact that he doesn't want to play for Chelsea anymore, and no one in Spain wants him as a Chelsea fan?
Anazarudi to say because the price tag increased.
Hezbon, let me ask you something, because you're an Argentina fan. As we wind up on this conversation,
I am a Messi fan. I don't support.
You're an Argentina fan. You're an Argentina fan.
Okay,
you're an Argentinian fan.
In that team, if Messi is not around, who can play in that number 10 role?
There's a young kid. The name mekata kuja, but there's a young kid who plays as a creative 10, by the way. You remember when the game yenye Messi alikuwa arrested? He started the game. Let me get the name for you.
All right then. So again, 0733.
But wait, I was reading for you the stats.
Okay, let's go with the stats.
By the way, this is courtesy of the Sporty TV app. Most goals this World Cup, Messi.
Right.
Most shots this World Cup, Messi, 29. Most shot on target, Messi. Most big chances created, Messi. Most expected goals over performance, Messi. Most goals involvement, Messi. Most through balls attempted.
Well, you forgot
most penalties missed within one game.
That's also a statistic. You forgot that.
You forgot that.
It's part of the game, and that's why you know my got apendi donations. Anapiga vitu.
Kuna message hapa that's for you. What about the shot pulling in the penalty box by McAllister and Molino tackle on a player who didn't even have the ball? The slap on Zico. I am embarrassed as a Manchester United fan that Nani Martinez is getting away with that. The list is on.
Kwanza, let's not forget Nani's performance actually for Argentina. Lisandro Martinez, this is a guy that was supposed to retire, was almost retiring. Remember when he had the press conference after the ACL tear, he said he almost retired, and now he's back playing that well for the Argentina national team. Haramugani.
According to Gabu here, before we go on a break, he cried for the first time yesterday as Egypt wali robiwa live. Messi ni mwizi. That is not Queen Nikki amesema, that is a fan here. Gabu amesema
kuna ngoma nataka unichezee, itawauma sana. Acha nikuweke.
Ni sawa, wache. Hayezi niuma because my goat is a clean guy.
Remember we are talking about the World Cup coverage, and when we come back, other games that happened between the day before yesterday and this morning, we'll address all those games when we come back. This is the kickoff. Inaniuma sana.